Keepers, and welcome back to another episode of ARS Goalkeeping. I know it's been a while, so let's jump right into this video. Because I've been traveling all over the world lately, I haven't been able to get a good training session in, and I've lost a lot of the progress I made in the recent months. So it was definitely time for a full training session working on brushing up on the foundations of my goalkeeping, from proper keeper ready position with the weight forward to attacking the shot, and making sure every save I make is a safe hold. This session is all about working those simple drills that focus on the technical side of goalkeeping. When we start up the session, I like to work from an angle where the keeper should always win the ball as long as they are properly positioned. This is just to get some comfort in goal and to get confidence in our hands and positioning. In the first variation, I even start out with cones illustrating the angles our keepers want to dive in, but as the drill progresses, we pull those cones away to make our brain memorize those angles and see them without the cones. Our next drill promotes quick movement to get keepers set at the right spot and then to attack the ball in a full stretch dive. What I try to focus on with my keepers is that once they round the first cone, they have to stop and get keepers set. Reading the play and being able to go from quick movement to your keeper ready position is massive, especially when cutting off angles. Do not let your keeper cheat or stutter step towards the dive before the service, and once they do get the initial bouncing full stretch service, they must get up and make that double save. Try to make it so that they have to dive low and to the opposite side so that we're doing work on both sides. Also, remember to use the cone as a point of reference. The kicker should be lined up with the cone and back post so that the keeper is making a full stretch save, reaching the back post by focusing on that center cone and attacking forward. This could even help them protect a wider angle, which helps make those big saves and holds a whole lot easier. This is a great drill for keepers of all ages and one I highly recommend. Get as many repetitions as you feel you can with this, and when you feel comfortable, change up the footwork and service to continue pushing the keeper. And remember, this is practice. Try to make every save a hold. No one will get mad if you make mistakes in the practice. So let's take a second to break down what I am specifically looking for in this drill, especially for myself. One of my personal weakest areas is hip mobility and footwork. Something I have noticed in the latest days that I've been training is that my step has always turned a little too far in towards my body, forcing my body to stay more closed on dives and taking away from my power on my power step and my power dive. Now what I've been noticing is that although I'm getting forward and attacking the ball, my body doesn't always look and feel aligned. And this is because I am stepping out but still keeping my knee tucked towards my body too much. So yes, I am going forward, but I'm still coming over the side of my knee way too often. For example, in this dive, you can see I still come over the side of my knee instead of going over the front. This cuts down the power of my dive immensely and changes the body shape and alignment of my dive. You can see that my legs are going forward, but my chest is somehow still coming backwards. But look here, when I open up my step and knee just a little more, my dive is insanely powerful, and its pop is great. Even though I feel like I could have maybe turned out my knee a little more, this dive was super explosive thanks to the fact that my body was more well aligned and I was leading with my chest, making sure my chest was forward and using my legs to propel the chest forward like an arrow. Now this is a problem I've had for my whole keeper career, but I've only recently identified it, and it will take me a good while to drill in the proper technique and body shape that I need to have while diving. To get to that point, I need to do as many repetitions as possible, focusing on the proper alignment and steps needed to get into the perfect diving technique. What I like to do and tell my keepers is that during these technical sessions, to take a second after that big save when you do it right, to memorize how it felt to make that dive, to look over their shoulders and to see just how much they are covering, and to tell your muscles to memorize the movements that led to that good save.
Yeah. Yep. And up, come. Good touch.
Because I did notice that I was having a much tougher time turning out my knee when I was stepping into the shot, I decided to do a drill that focused on the power step, starting with a service to the keeper who is already in the lunge position. With their step already set in a proper position, all they have to do is put their weight forward and use their legs to spring their chest forward towards the service.
Chest forward more. Yes, good. The hop is there. Get your chest forward more. Yes.
Follow this up with another quick exercise where the keeper must get up quickly and then properly set their feet before stepping into a simple low service save. Here we're putting the work into the muscle memory, forcing the keeper to quickly get up and collect their feet to then correctly step forward with their hips open and the knee showing for a good strong dive. This is forcing your muscles and brain into a quick reaction mode, and more often than not you will fall back like me into the wrong technique. But as you continue to practice and become more comfortable, you will notice that the proper technique will become your instinctual reaction, and that is exactly what we're going for, especially with all these technical drills. Remember, practice is the only real answer when it comes down to improving technique and skill, especially in goalkeeping. Just make sure that you're doing your work with the proper technique, which means always being open to any criticism no matter what. Listen to it, assess the criticism, and make changes to your drills to cover those weak areas. Thank you guys so much for watching my latest training video, and if you want to keep up with the latest deals, videos, and goalkeeper news, make sure to check out albertoruizsoccer.com and follow my Instagram, albertoruizsoccer, for more sneak peeks. Make sure to check back in soon for more big videos, and thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys again very soon.